Hello viewers, welcome to the channel Learning Support. I am Priya here. Students, this is our last session on chapter exponents and we are going to do question 9 to 14. Although these sums may look bit complex, but if you have watched earlier videos, you will find these sums relatively easy, except one or two sums where you have to keep the method used in that sum. Okay, so let's start solving these sums. Question 9, we have three terms with base x. So these two powers we will multiply and we have 2 into 3n 6n. 2 into 1 is 2. Now we have three terms with base x. We'll add the powers because these are in multiplication and the one in denominator has to be subtracted. Here you have to keep in mind that whatever the power is there, you have to put in bracket, because this minus sign is change sign of these both these terms. So we have 5 plus n plus 6 n plus 2 minus in bracket 7n minus 2. We'll add 6n and n, that gives us 7n. 5 and 2 is 7. Now we'll change the sign of these two. This becomes minus 7n plus 2. This 7n minus 7n gets cancelled and we have 7 plus 2, 9 as the power of x. Our next sum, question 10, evaluate. We have 4 terms with base a. These two powers are to be multiplied, these are to be multiplied, these are to be multiplied. Here we will use identity a plus b, a minus b, which will give us 2n square minus 1 square, that is a square minus b square we are using. This will remain same. We'll multiply the here by n. This becomes 4n square minus n. Multiply these two. This becomes 4n plus 6. Now we'll add the powers of the same base a in the numerator, and in denominator also we will add the powers. We'll add like terms. We'll see what we have. 4n square, 2n, and this minus 1n plus n get cancelled. In denominator we have 4n square minus n plus 4n is 3n and plus 6. Now we have 1 in the numerator and 1 in denominator. We'll both have same base, so we'll take this up. Again we have to remember this minus sign we have to put because this is in division. But we have to put bracket because sign of all these terms will change. So we have 4n square plus 2n minus 4n square minus 3n, and this minus into plus 6 becomes minus 6. 4n square and minus 4n square get cancelled. 2n minus 3n is minus n, and this is minus 6. Now we'll take out minus n as a common, and in bracket we have n plus 6. To make this positive, we can write its reciprocal. Our next sum, question 11, we have to prove this is our left hand side, this is right hand side. We'll solve this and we should get this answer. Okay. Now we have m plus n in bracket raised to minus 1. We will write its reciprocal to change this negative to positive. M has minus 1 power. We will write its reciprocal. N has minus 1 power. We will write its reciprocal. Now we have to add these two, but they are with different denominators. We have to equalize the denominators. So to make it equal, we'll multiply this fraction with n, and this fraction will multiply by m, so that we have mn as the denominator. In numerator we will have n plus m. Now this n plus m and m plus n are same terms, so they get cancelled, and our final answer is 1 upon mn, which can be written as mn raised to minus 1. So that was what we are supposed to get. So our left hand side and right hand side are equal, hence we have proved it. Question 12. Now here this power will multiply to the power the x already has. All x terms have some power and 1 above the bracket. So we'll multiply the one outside to the one inside. A into 1 upon AB, A will get cancelled, we will have x raised to 1 upon B. B, x raised to B into 1 upon AB, B will get cancelled and we will have x raised to 1 upon A. Similarly, all these we will multiply and we will get this result. Everything will get cancelled. B is cancelled, C is cancelled, so we get these terms. Again, if you observe here, everything is getting cancelled. X raised to 1 upon B, x raised to 1 upon B will get cancelled. X raised to 1 upon A, x raised to 1 upon A will get cancelled. X raised to 1 upon C, this is also getting cancelled. So final answer is 1. So we solved this left hand side, right hand side is 1. We got left hand side as 1. So our left hand side and right hand side are equal, hence we have proved it. Question 12. Now this is a bit tricky one, but never mind, we will solve it. We just look at the sum, think what we can do. Any idea? Okay, I will tell you one. See, suppose we have x raised to A upon x raised to B. We write it as x raised to A minus B, because whatever is in the denominator, if it goes up, will be subtracted. Now from this we are going this way, like from this writing in this manner, we are changing it to this. Students, you all remember reversible reaction in chemistry, where reactants give products and products can again give reactants. So we are doing same thing. We have question in this form, we are changing it to this form. So instead of x raised to A minus B, we'll write it as x raised to A upon x raised to B. Here also we have done same thing. Now again, after this step, we have to add these, but this is 1. This should have denominator x raised to A, this should have denominator x raised to B. To equalize denominators, we are multiplying 1 and dividing it by x raised to B. Here 1 we are multiplying by x raised to A and dividing it also by x raised to A to equalize the denominators. Now we will have common denominator x raised to B and numerators are added. Here also we have followed same thing. Now how to go ahead after this? This term will go up in the numerator. This will go up in the numerator. I will tell you how this happens. This question can be written as 1 divided by this term in the denominator. If we change this division to multiplication, we'll write reciprocal of this. So 1 into x raised to B upon x raised to B plus x raised to A. This was the term already in the denominator, only x raised to B went up. So we have this. Now these two terms have same denominator, so we'll write it as common and we'll add numerators. But both these terms are same, we can cancel and get the answer 1. So we have proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Question 13. We have 4 terms with base 12. Here we will add the powers. This division sign is there, so we will subtract the powers. Minus 5 plus 2n plus 1 will give us 2n minus 4. 13 minus 7 will give us 6. Now we have 2 terms with excuse me, with same base. We will equate their powers. So we have 2n minus 4 is equals to 6. 2n is equals to 6 plus 4, which is 10. n equals to 10 by 2. Answer is 5. That is we had to find value of n. Question 13, second sum. Same basis. We will multiply these and multiply this. We'll have 2n plus 2. This will be minus 12. 3 into 3 is 9. 6 into minus 3 is minus 18. Now we'll add these 2 powers with common base a. 2n minus 3 plus 2n plus 2. 2n plus 2n becomes 4n. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. And if we take this minus 12 up, this will become plus 12. Here what we are doing, a raised to 9 divided by a raised to minus 18. So whatever is in the denominator in division, we have to subtract. This minus and minus will become plus. So we have a raised to 27. Now we have 2 terms with same base. So we will compare their powers. We have 4n plus 11 is equals to 27. 4n is equals to 27 minus 11, which is 16. Therefore, n is equals to 16 by 4, which gives us value of n as 4. Question 14. Simplify. Here, these 2 powers will be multiplied. We can't use any identity here. We have to expand. So this bracket we are first multiplying by 2n, and then this bracket is multiplied by n. On multiplication, 2n into n is 2n square, 2n into 2 is 4n, 1 into n is n, and 1 plus 2 is 2. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. These like terms will be added and we have 5n. So this power we are giving to a here. Here we'll multiply this bracket by 3. This is multiplied by n. Again we will add these 2 powers. These are in multiplication. In denominator also we will add them. We have 2n square. 2n plus 5n is 7n. 3 plus 2 is 5. In denominator, 2n square. 6n plus n is 7n plus 3. Now we will shift this part to numerator. We have to give minus sign because this is in division. And remember to write this in bracket because we have to change sign of all these terms. So we have 2n square plus 7n plus 5 minus 2n square minus 7n minus 3. 7n and minus 7n gets cancelled. 2n square minus 2n square is getting cancelled. 5 minus 3 is 2. That is the answer, a square. Question 14, second sum. That is our last sum. X raised to 2n plus 7. We'll multiply these 2 first and multiply this. We have 6n plus 4, 8n plus 12. Add the powers in numerator and subtract the 1 in denominator. Put this bracket so that we can change the signs. X raised to 2n plus 6n is 8n. 7 plus 4, 11. Minus 8n minus 12. 8n and minus 8n gets cancelled. 11 minus 12 is minus 1 and our answer is 1 upon x. So that was our last sum. Students, I'm sure you all know this chapter very well now, but keep practicing because practice brings perfection. Any suggestions from you all are welcome, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. For all of you, keep sharing. Thank you.